Oh.
Hello.
How's it going? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
You know, we're getting through another week here, so
Yep.
good to see you.
Hopefully Wednesday.
I was gonna say good to see y'all, but I can't see Tim for some reason. I don't know if that's just on my end. It might be.
Yeah.
But now I'm sad. Because now I only see one of you.
I don't see myself. Oh, wait. You know, I think I know what's going on.
Okay.
What happens here? Hold on. Oh, no.
I saw you earlier.
Can you see
I know.
him,
You know what? I think it's the cable. It's the cable for my. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's the cable for my USB capture card. Interesting. It's just being a little bit finicky.
Ah, okay.
Is it something we need to take back and yell at someone for, or?
I don't. Yeah, you know.
I don't think it's that serious, but
one, it's like I'd have a lot of fun like yelling Amazon's direction. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an Amazon purchase, not a local purchase. They're too expensive locally. Like a decent capture card? Yeah, like $120? No.
How much did you get this one for?
I think I paid maybe $40 on Amazon. It'll go up to
my kind of prices.
Yeah, it'll go up to, and there was even cheaper ones, but this one will go up to 1080p.
Nice.
It's HDMI to USB, and it just works perfectly for my setup.
For your setup.
So, but nice. I could have easily paid a lot more money.
I'm still rocking with my phone here, but I think it's doing a pretty bang on job. So,
same here.
Yes.
You know, I still haven't tried out the new cameras I got. Every time, yeah, I haven't even tried them out yet. It's every time, because what I wanted to do was use one of them for this one, because like when this one goes like over an hour or so, you know, I don't know if you could see it on your screen.
Then you see the little, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's this thing like overheating.
Right.
Or it's at least it says there's a temperature warning.
Right.
So
well, it's been doing its thing. It's been doing its thing.
No, it's a great camera. Like, you know, it's just that about the other ones are newer and even like the Canon one is one that's used for a lot of streaming and a lot of like content creation. So like I don't see that thing. I don't see it. That one running and running hot over the same period of time.
Right.
Just because the changes in technology and then the fans and stuff that they use aside. So, but every time I want to check it, I want to try it out. It's like, dang it. Oh, I'm supposed to be right on. I can't be trying new gear live. So,
That's true. Uh-oh.
Then as soon as it's over, I was like, what camera?
You're like
yeah.
It's okay. Next time. We'll remind you, Tim. We'll remind you.
Yes, we will remind.
Oh, great. I mean, okay, thanks, guys.
He's like, don't hit me up. Like.
So I will do every second hour, Kiki. You do every first hour.
Sounds good to me. Then he'll just block us. And then
I know, right?
Whenever we have to do the show. Like, have you heard one, Tim?
Nah, I'm gonna try and get it. I'm gonna try it before. I'm gonna try it before. Oh, one second. Yeah, I'm gonna try it before you guys get a chance to say
what
something.
up, Aisha? Do I pronounce your name right? I mean, she can't respond, really. I guess you could say yes or no. Is it Aisha or Aisha? Is it Aisha or Aisha? Because I usually say Aisha.
So do I.
So, yeah. I've always been curious. Aisha? Aisha. There's no E in it, so that's why I say Aisha.
Yeah.
But anywho. Welcome.
Please make sure you share the live. Welcome back to Let's Be Real YEG. I've noticed every week we get some new followers and new viewers.
What? That's okay. We'll come to that. Keep going. Sorry. Don't want to interrupt the introduction.
You interrupted my intro, man.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now I have to start over. I'm kidding. On this page, in this live, we talk about the arts, small businesses, relationships, which seems to be our favorite topic with you guys. Current events, and
just kidding. We just go with the flow, okay?
Right.
We give the viewers what they want.
Right. It seems to be changing direction every live, so we'll just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So throughout this live, we want to hear your thoughts or type your thoughts. We'll read them out for you and show us about you, about us. So let's get ready to be real. The real Navy Army.
Let's do it. But before that,
okay.
I'm just going to address the early comment here that says, Happy Hump Day, heathens.
Speak for yourself.
Anyone want to touch on that before we get started? No? Okay. We're accepting it. Alrighty. Yep. How's it going, T? How's it going, Tanya? Welcome. Let's dive in. So, guys, have you guys seen any of the videos or have you been watching the news and seeing some of the conflict that is going on currently between Israel and the Palestinians?
Yes,
because it's kind of blowing up my timeline. So I'm just going to give a little bit of background for those of you who aren't aware of what exactly is going on over there right now. And I got some of this information from various news sources like BBC, USA Today, etc. So conflict between Israel and the Palestinians has been going on for decades. A lot of us are aware of that. Tensions have erupted once again between Israel and the Palestinians who live in East Jerusalem and Gaza and West Bank. Gaza is ruled by the Palestinian militant group called Hamas, and you guys can correct me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Palestinians say that the Israeli restrictions along the Gaza border are causing them to suffer. But Israel states that their actions are to protect themselves from Palestinian violence. So what I saw is that they're trying to prevent Palestinians or this militant group from getting weapons across the border. At least that's what Israel is saying. They were saying that Israel moved to block some Palestinian gatherings during the start of the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, and that the restrictions were eased, but tensions over a plan to evict dozens of Palestinians from an East Jerusalem neighborhood is what fueled the current confrontations that we're seeing right now. So on Monday, it was stated that Palestinian militants launched rockets into Israel, and the Israeli military carried out airstrikes on Gaza, killing Hamas senior officials. And it is said that 65 Palestinians and 6 people in Israel have died. So, thoughts on the conflict that is going on right now? Or any thoughts on it?
It's honestly, I find it sad and disturbing, and I cry every year that I see it. So,
I read that they haven't, like they've always had their issues, they've always had conflict, but they're saying, I guess you could say the war, which is what a lot of people are calling it, that's brewing right now, or that's happening, hasn't been this bad since 2014. So,
yeah.
What I found kind of interesting about it is that I saw a lot of like memes and celebrities and even people that I know. Some people were comparing it to Black Lives Matter movement and other like marginalized groups. And I saw a meme that said, what did it say? It says there's a huge debate between stance on Palestine and the Palestinians. So do you guys believe, or does it, or should it align with these marginalized groups? Some people compared it to indigenous people, LGBTQ rights, and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like that particular group, the Palestinians, that it sort of fits into some of those other marginalized groups? Are there any similarities that you guys can think of?
Actually, if you look at it in regards to marginalized and the fact that the battle is over land and title, then you could kind of say that the Palestinians are, like, in that region, they are a marginalized group. So after the war in 1967, I think it was like that 7-day war. Israel annexed some land, that eastern part of Jerusalem, and outside of their actual borders, they've kind of annexed land that they say is theirs. And kind of going back to what Tani had mentioned about biblical times, like literally, there's been war over that area between the groups for thousands of years. And so as the smaller group and then the bigger group with the big muscles, definitely. But the right and wrong of it is something that's been up for debate within let's say the global community, literally since 1967. There was only like 48 or 49 where Israel became a state at all. So and they're like, hey, we want that too. And so it's like, you already got this and now you want ours, so it automatically makes the other group to make that other group seem they can make it seem like they're the ones that are disenfranchised. The one thing that's different between when you're talking about black and white and you're talking about indigenous rights is there's not really a debate on it being right or wrong for reasonable people. There's no there's no debate. Should this guy be treated the same by government, by his teacher, by police? Of course. There's no debate on that. But to say that we're half brothers, and our shared father from 5,000 years ago said that this land is mine, but I think it's mine. Like,
yeah,
there's debate there, there's religion there, there's culture there. So that's the thing. Some people will choose to side with Palestine literally because they see that it's like Israel. Okay, you guys are doing well. You know,
Right.
you have this, you have that. Okay, just give it to them. And there's some, then there's some folk that have their own opinions on the other side of that. So, anyways.
So I just want to go back to a few comments here. Sorry, Danny, I didn't see if you threw them up or not. But Tanya said, it speaks to the heart of men that even in the midst of a global pandemic, we humans still find additional ways to bring death.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, isn't it enough?
That's a powerful observation. Aisha said Israel is saying the Palestinians started the bombing first during a holy time like Ramadan. And yeah, based on the news, the different news outlets that I've come across, they are saying that it was the militant group that started it by sending, they said thousands of rockets to Israel. Jesus, and Israel, I guess you say, returned the favor with airstrikes. But there does seem to be a lot of uproar on social media. Based on what I'm seeing, a lot of people do seem to be siding with the Palestinians. I think a lot of that is because, there's a lot of innocent people who are affected by this crossfire. Like, it is the Hamas group or the militant group, who may have started this, but they're innocent people who are now involved. And it doesn't seem like Israel is planning to ease up anytime soon, based on some statements that I saw. I believe it was from the Prime Minister. So sorry.
Israel's an ally of like some of the most powerful nations. And so, but in the cult, like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but in the culture, fighting for what is believed to be theirs, and you know what I mean? They don't view the people that even occupy the space as innocent people. Right. To us, it's like they don't have armor and weapons, so they're not involved. They shouldn't be a part of it. But to them, it's in that region, like if like especially religion as well is involved, like even being of something else can be seen as guilt. And but if you're trying, I think the thing is when you also want to be an ally to Canada, the United States, and Great Britain, who don't do those things, like that's when the pressure comes for them to stop. And it happens every time. But it's like every 6 or 7 years, there's something bad. Like she said, it was 2014. That's the last time I kind of remember it. We're at about year 7. There's always something that just boils over in that place. Like it's, both. Yeah. There's a lot of biblical stuff there, but I'm just not gonna.
You're not gonna dive in. Next time. Alrighty. Let's see. Aisha said that doesn't make sense though, because Ramadan is a time of discipline and humility. To start conflict at this time goes against the whole point. Shake my head. Yeah. And in a way it is.
So wait a minute. So does that mean in that does that mean that you're saying that they couldn't have started it because that's counter to what they believe? So it must have been Israel? Is that what you're saying?
That's a good question.
So we'll see. But yeah, because that's what, when I see that, I get it. But to say that they wouldn't would mean that the other guy had to have.
Right. But do you think because, Israel is seen as the larger force, that they're able to get the media attention? So let's say it was Israel who actually started it first, but because, they're the bigger fish in the pond, they're able to sort of direct the narrative. Do you think that might be a possibility?
That may be a possibility completely. And But the thing about that move, though, is that if Israel did do this, not only like they did it in direct, they would have to be doing it in direct insult to their holy time. It's not just about the land. It's also like bun you in Ramadan. That's what that also is. That's what it's also saying. And so if it's that, then this thing is like really bad.
Yeah.
Because they don't play like the way we play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I mentioned, apparently, you know, a lot of this started when Ramadan was starting, like back in April, I believe. Yeah. Because they were saying that Israel was trying to block some of their gatherings for Ramadan and stuff like that. So it's almost like, you know, maybe they were poking the bear.
Well,
at least that's what it seems like. That's what it sounds like. So,
yeah. There was one article I saw. I think there was a protest happening, and Israel is trying to stop the protests. I didn't read the full article, but that's
I remember that.
Yeah,
that does sound a bit familiar as well.
Because then it gets.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I just see this thing. I see this. This thing would have been bad next month, but during Ramadan, that's where people start fighting in different cities. Do you know what I mean? That's when stuff starts happening at like, you know, their place and this. You know what? It's not just that's too bad over there. That's like this is really bad,
right?
And they don't play with it the way we play with it.
Yeah. And Nilo said Israel is the bear. And I kind of want her to elaborate on that, but yeah.
Israel's the guy with the big army. Israel's the guy with all the allies.
That's true.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? They're doing all this stuff which none of the other countries that are involved do. They still get to partake in that kind of war, but also be like, hey, United States.
Yeah.
Like, hey, United Kingdom. Whereas none of the other Middle Eastern countries get to do that. When they start messing up and when they invade somebody beside when Saddam Hussein decided to invade Kuwait, Desert Storm was like Canadians were going. Everyone was going. But Palestine is doing it. Social media erupts. Do you know what I'm saying? But the United States doesn't come in and be like, what did you say now? Like, so that's what she mean. In my opinion, that's what I think what she's saying when the Israel is the bear. That still doesn't denote who's right or wrong here, but we just know who has the guns.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nilo said Israel is the colonizers. Or the colonizer. And Tanya said that Israel has tons of backing by superpowers.
Just like Israel. Israel has Palestinian Jews. Those places they're not metropolises, but some of the issues that are happening there is because everybody is represented in those places. But if you're talking Palestine, you're going to be mostly talking about Muslims, even though there's all sorts of other religions and people represented there. That's what that whole area is a hotbed of race, culture, and religion.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Anyhow,
it's like it's a world and a life we would have absolutely no idea about. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's insane, and that's why. And I see sometimes. Imagine the propaganda that goes over there about North America, or goes. You know what I mean? Right. They just see these people who've never seen a bomb, who've never knew that you know what I mean. And that just enjoy bliss, and they come and bother us. Like if you look at it from that perspective, imagine how these other nations are seen. This is a life, like, you know, like let me go into it. But like the same thing with even some colonized, like some of the places in Africa, like the life Like, remember when there was there was a lot of Sudanese that were starting to come into Alberta, into Canada, and when you start talking to somebody, some of these, the things that they've seen by the time they're 20 is like, and he looks like you, and he's talking about a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least that's what it seems like. So anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna see what happens in a few weeks or a few months.
Hopefully it does get better, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's really unfortunate to see. It's sad, especially for those who are, you know, innocent and who are just living through it and just hoping to make it through it. So,
yeah. All right, Tim, do you want to talk about your Ryan Davis?
Well, I know the actual conversation is kind of more about access to it's just access that we have to celebrities.
Okay.
And does anybody, like, most of us follow some celebrities. I don't know how many may try to interact or comment on their things, but you know, we all know what a comment section is like and how people can just get pretty rough. So Ryan Davis is like a minor celebrity, does pretty well on Facebook, and he'd recently moved to Patreon.
Yes.
And I hadn't been seeing a lot of his joke videos, but he would kind of post. He would use his Facebook to kind of talk about whatever he felt like talking about. And I watched this one video, and he was just referring to some of the comments that he would get and how people were dissing him for switching to moving most of his content to Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people who don't interact, and there's people like Kevin Durant, who he's a basketball player. If you don't know Kevin Durant, and he created like fake accounts on Twitter so he could lash back at the people criticizing him. He would sit there and like go back and forth with this guy. Is like literally the argument is between Kevin Durant and LeBron, and this guy will be on Twitter with Joe whoever. And so
he has that much time.
But then there's some people who don't do it at all. So I kind of wanted to what do you think about the access that we have to the average celebrity that growing up we never used to have? Doesn't mean they'll even read something you would have read. Doesn't mean any of that. But the fact that there's something that they do that when you do, they literally could be, you know, there's an open avenue for conversation. Like, what do you think? What do you think about that? And how do you think you would handle it? Well, actually, I think all women are celebrities, to be honest. I'm sorry. I do. Remember that conversation when Kiki said she got like 150 friend invites sitting there, like, that's celebrity stuff right there. Anyways,
I cleared all of those out, and like now I'm like back to square one.
Which is like 30. That's square one. She's like,
no, it's like over 100 again. I don't even pay them any mind anymore because I don't have notifications on for my Instagram.
I just can't be bothered with all these people.
Sometimes notifications on, and especially if it's someone that I know and I realize they added me, I'm like, oh shoot, it was like from 7 days ago.
I'm like, so sorry. I was just caught up with, you know.
Tanya said some of it is an illusion of access managed by someone else.
True. Like a lot of people have social media managers. Definitely.
That is true.
Definitely.
The whole team. You think you're talking over there, you're talking to Riri, you know. But no, I think based on Rihanna's comments.
Some people know.
You know it's coming straight from out of Rihanna's mouth.
There's some of them, they sit there and they will read it.
Her clapbacks are serious. So.
I wonder though. Like some people are actually really moved. They're really they can get really hurt. Mm-hmm. You know, like when I looked at this Ryan Davis, he's kind of making a little bit of a joke of it. But it's like if you're even responding to it at all, it hits you in some way. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. And Nilo said there's no such thing as celebrity anymore. With the right work, anyone can be a celebrity.
No, for sure.
And I agree because nowadays you have, these influencers and these YouTubers and stuff like that with like millions of followers, loads of money in the bank, and you're seeing clapbacks and stuff between influencers. They're making the shade room, they're making the news outlets. So she's absolutely right. And these are just people who just decided to document their lives and, over time got followers and stuff like that. So yeah, Nilo, you're definitely right about that.
I have a friend I met some years ago, and she's from Toronto, and she ended up becoming a YouTuber. She would do the vlog thing where she literally just carries her thing around and people watch. She had some of her videos had hundreds of thousands of views. I was it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's a new world. It is really a new world.
I want to go back to some of these comments. So Aisha said, hold on. That's true too. Didn't Trump's team have to shut down his Twitter for a while because he can't behave or couldn't behave? Yes,
Trump did happen. Twitter did that. Trump's team didn't do that.
Okay. Tanya said they are human. Hard to imagine they aren't internalizing any of it.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. She said even clapbacks is a withdrawal on their energy.
Amen.
That's true because, at least they say celebrities, they got busy schedules and stuff like that. And for them to take that time out of thousands and thousands of comments, and to clap back at a particular one, it definitely touched the chord for sure.
So Nigel says, I'm a celebrity.
There you go.
And he is. Thank you, Nigel.
In his own.
I tell people, yo, I grew up with Nigel.
There you go.
And then they give me free things. Respect.
Is that how it works?
Just name drop them.
Oh, okay. Too funny.
Danny, do you think you're a celebrity?
Nope.
See?
In your own right?
Nope. I'm just a normal human being.
Tim, you think you're a celebrity?
No.
We all know Kiki is because she has hundreds of.
That's trust.
Settle down.
I feel like switching spots.
I try, man. I'm out there to get a little action in my inbox. I just go and put a period and send it. What was that? Oh, I don't know what happened. So how were you?
I am definitely not a celebrity. No. But for those of you who think I am, it's welcome.
Danny is Edmonton's first lady of Pan. That counts.
Yes, it does. That's what I'm saying. In your own right, man.
Oh my goodness.
When they thinking Pan, they thinking she.
There you go. I like that. We should make a calypso.
Yeah.
Kind of sounded like a little calypso line there.
Good. You guys go right ahead. Just make sure I'm not in the same room.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Guess we got
Nigel's in the comments causing all kind of ruckus again with the plantain hate.
Plantain. I said it. Ooh. It is
look at this. He just comes in gangbusters.
Where is Sherelle?
He wants to turn the comments into shambles.
Please send this to Sherelle because she needs to cuss some people. And some people as in Nigel.
You see, these are the unreasonable celebrities.
Wednesday night and said he still hates plantain. I'm not even gonna say anything because I know that's gonna get handled.
Trust me, he's gonna get read tonight.
I don't have to say anything. It's gonna get handled. So
it's a good thing I have my teacup here because
there you go. No, we got the receipts. We got the receipts. So we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
We shall leave it there.
We're going to leave it there.
Nigel, you were doing good to the plantain comment.
Exactly.
He was. He really was. You know, we begged him
acknowledged his celebrity.
You know? Tanya said strip Nigel of his celebrity status.
What's below celebrity?
Oh, same.
What's below regular Joe? Because who doesn't like plantain? What's below regular Joe?
Fourth, Tanya said.
So, Tay, we're gonna still name drop him because
I'm with Tanya on
nah, the guy formerly known as a celebrity.
Wow,
we're gonna have
what's like
reconcile.
He's gonna be. He said he's gonna be not celebrity. Oh no, I can't do that one. I was gonna go has been, but that's too bad.
Let's be real. I definitely know what you were thinking. What were you gonna say, Tim?
I was gonna say has been, but that's just the worst thing you could call somebody.
No comment.
Yeah,
I can't think of something.
The receipts are here.
It's right. We are planted shit. Commenter, we're gonna talk. Comment ass Nigel. Comment ass Nigel.
We should have a plantain party when we can.
Nigel, the commenter.
Peasant. I just said peasant. Oh my goodness.
Woo!
Nigel.
Yeah, we're gonna see Nigel. Nigel's profile picture will be him eating plantain just to get out of Nigel.
Get back in our good graces. Oh my goodness. Free plantain for anyone who name drops Nigel. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
One week we should all just start off the show. We should all just start off the show with some plantain.
I'm telling you.
I like that.
Plantain upstairs.
Really?
Trust me, man.
So we're all going to Tim's after this.
Right.
Yeah. And Nigel can't
your house, Tim?
Easy there.
Nigel can't come.
Yeah, not invited.
We gotta wait till the outdoor gatherings go back up to at least 10.
Trust me, man. Trust me.
Yeah. But anyways, on to the next.
The banner.
So, Tim.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Would you date a younger woman to mold her into the type of woman you like?
Whoa. No, I will not.
We went from plantain to Tim. Would you date a younger woman?
What?
Yada yada yada.
There was all.
Like. Okay then.
But some men do that though. Some men
Okay,
hold on. We gotta rewind. Rewind. Danny.
First of all, the memes is a guy. There's a meme, okay? You see, like we're friends.
We need the backstory here.
We're friends. Like we actually are friends. You fully just threw me out. What am I doing? To who? And thanks for coming, click. And now I'm in no man's land.
Whoa. Okay. Tanya said, what kind of predatory thing that? I just said that escalated quickly.
Okay, so there's a meme. It's a meme.
Yes, we need some background because that was.
There's a meme
coming for the man, sir. Huh?
When the guy he said, watch, you're gonna jump. he said that he only dates women that are between 24 or 21 to 24 because the older ones are too stuck in their ways. This is what this guy tweeted. So it's a meme with two tweets, and the response is this girl daggered him. She dealt with him. She's like, "Oh, so you're saying you like to groom and manipulate younger women because the older women won't let you." And so we started a conversation, and well, actually, no. So Kiki threw the bomb in there and ran away.
This man is exposing me like this.
And then I, of course, went on a rant. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna say this. I think that.
Hold on.
Yeah, she's actually drinking tea too.
I'm going to say this, and then, you know what? I might just run for my life. That, one, I think any woman at any age, or any person at any age, could be stuck in their ways. That's one thing. And I said this in there, like, if you're going to go and be like, well, I'm only going to deal with 21 to 24, 21 to 24, in my opinion, in 2021, might as well be 17 years old. That's one of my opinions. But so I was if he said I would date someone who's at a certain maturity level. Anyway.
Okay, well, we'll let you get your thoughts together. I want to hit up some comments here.
Go ahead.
They're going in, okay?
Play-Doh Potter. Oh my!
9%. Do you want me to mention plantain to take the heat off your bud? Nilo said, Tim, do you want someone who knows how to make plantain, or do you want to teach her how to make plantain?
Yo, don't play. Listen, careful with plantain. Anyways,
the heat is hot today. I do want you to answer that question.
No. Okay.
Would you prefer someone who knows how to make plantain, or would you prefer to teach her how to make plantain?
Knows. Okay. Now, but wait a minute. Hold on.
Read between the lines, people. Read between the lines, okay?
Wait. Okay. This is a thing. It's a meme. Memes are kitschy. They're short. But I don't like that when if somebody says they have a preference, especially a guy, I don't like that you throw in words like manipulate and groom. Like when you say that, that's advantage. Like that's a villain. If somebody has a preference, that's their preference. And we can allow it to be their preference. Because when the 21-year-old woman says, I like older dudes, nobody bats an eye. And why? Because that dude, now, let's say the guy isn't a villain, right? Let's say he isn't a villain. And he's where he's at and he's accomplished what he has. Do you know what I mean? And if his preference is somebody that is someone that's gonna come in and be like, yo, this is cool, I can be a part of this, or someone where he feels that there's a whole bunch of adjustments to make which he doesn't want to make, then people have their preference. I just don't like when you use groom and manipulate. Like, listen, there's plenty 50-year-old women getting manipulated and groomed. It ain't about 21 to 24. Do you know what I mean? It ain't about the age group. So as soon as you start sprinkling that stuff in, that's when it's just like, you want to invalidate the guys. You just want to invalidate the guy when you use that, because there's no argument for manipulation. There's no way if you say that if you deem it as manipulation, there's no conversation. Of course, if someone's gonna manipulate them, like some other people should deal with it. You know, as a guy, if that's what you're going to go in and do to the person, whatever age they are, that's heinous. So I don't think anyways, that was a rant.
Okay, we got some comments here.
Yes, we do.
Tanya said he likes them younger. Oh, hold on. To mold, literally a synonym for manipulate, to shape, to form. Nilo said having a preference is for someone you can manipulate is whack, not groomed. Tanya said because he used a softer word for it doesn't make it any less trash. And Nilo said mold equals groom.
So,
June said,
you know what? And maybe that's what it is. Because guess what? Because maybe that's what it is. But guess what? He wants somebody he can mold, and she wants somebody ready-made. That's why she wanted the older dude, because his shit's together.
Right.
So maybe, whatever, call it whatever it is. I personally like mature women. That's my taste. But I'm not going to see a dude say, hey, that's what I like. And then now all of a sudden he's a manipulator. Because we don't use the word mold when we know what manipulation in the context means. So we can play the semantics all day.
Danny, any thoughts?
Now I am doing what? No, I'm not. Okay, so she likes the older guy. Anyways, whatever.
What are we reading?
Tanya said, now you are projecting on her behalf, sir.
And it's valid, and it could be. It doesn't always have to be what it is.
She said, how do you know it's what she wants? Is that not the trick of manipulation? What do you guys think deciphers that? What do you think are some of the things that would decipher whether it's manipulation versus it's just a young female who just wants to be with an older guy? Like, what factors would determine whether it's this or that? Are there any factors that would determine this or that? It's a tough one, isn't it?
And here's the thing. And manipulate and mold to what? Do you know? Manipulate and mold to what? To someone that works for him?
Or someone that
robbing banks? Is she robbing banks with him? Are they robbing banks with them? Are they finding people and killing them together? Mold and groom and manipulate to what? To be his wife? So that's okay. I'm waiting. Mold to what?
It could be to be the wife that he wants her to be, so she fits into his lifestyle.
What if they're fitting into each other's lifestyles? June said age is just a number, and the way the world is right now, you know what I mean. There's a lot of, there's a lot of people or younger people now, you know, who are making lots of power moves. You know, they're established. You know, they have homes, they have real estate, they got money in the bank, stuff like that. So, what if it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, you know, those sorts of factors, and it's just two people who just click, they think each other's they're dope, and they kick it off.
It's him stating his preference. It's him stating his preference, if we're going to stick to the meme, right?
Yeah.
It's him stating his preference for that age group.
Right.
Right? But he'd also get stoned if he just says, yo, I like submissive women.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but what if he likes established 21 to 24-year-olds who got their ish together? Then does that change the narrative of them being manipulated?
I don't think so.
We don't know. No, I don't know.
Tanya said we are heading on a tangent. Nigel said my back hurts thinking about 21-year-olds. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Men have liked younger women from the beginning of time. Stroops. That's what Aisha said. Nilo said he likes them so he can mold them. Tanya said submissive and grooming are not the same. So
he said in the tweet that he says that the women that are older are stuck in their ways. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's his
preference. Which is there's.
I honestly, it depends on what older woman he's looking at, though. Because I don't think, especially nowadays, I don't think older women. Well, it also depends on how old he's thinking. So.
Yeah, there's a lot that we could put in it, but
yeah. That's true.
You know,
like Tim said, he thinks any age group can be stuck in their ways.
Mm-hmm. For
and
sure.
I can give you that, but maybe it's just based on his experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, but obviously,
there needs to be more to that tweet.
Well, but that's what makes it so polarizing, because there isn't.
Right.
And based on everybody's lens, they start kind of they start to like they respond to it based on their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then people get triggered from there and whatever.
Neil
but it's interesting. It's great. It's a great meme, because people talking days later.
There you go. And Nilo said, "I'm 38 and I'm stuck." And Nigel said, "I like supple." So with that, shall we move on, folks?
Yeah.
What's next on the agenda?
So, I don't know if you guys watch Housewives of Atlanta. I'll just say this. Two friends on Housewives of Atlanta. One of them was married. They are now going through a divorce. Now her friend, which is now an ex-friend, is now engaged to her ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys ever date your ex-friend's ex-husband?
I don't date guys.
Wife?
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know. I would try not to.
Oh, Neela said they were never friends. So
true.
There we go. I don't watch the show. Like, I kind of know about these individuals, but I don't watch the show at all. I just know based off what I see on social media and stuff like that. So, but to answer your question, would I marry or get engaged or date my ex-friend, ex-acquaintance, whatever we want to call it, ex-man? No, I wouldn't. Point blank, period.
Even though, so what if you guys were a perfect match? You still wouldn't even, no? Not even a thought?
She wouldn't get to know close enough to know if it's a perfect match, because she deemed that as inappropriate. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, Neela says they're not friends, but aren't they within the same,
So on the show, Portia introduced Fallon as friends. That's how they were introduced. That's how she was introduced onto the show.
Okay.
So.
Tanya said, how you meet them is how you lose them. Shihan coming too. So.
Well,
Tim.
Supposedly he was seeing another girl while he was seeing Portia. He just settled on Portia. So.
I like how you said settled. He just settled.
Mm-hmm.
He just settled. You think he's just trying to fill a void?
I honestly think, I don't think it's a void. I think, because out of this, Portia got 3 spinoff shows.
So you think it's a money thing?
It's a money thing. Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
That makes sense, because I don't know nothing about dude, but really and truly, there's not some other chicks out there he could have gone after. You know what I mean? Whether they're friends or not, they're on the same show, or like I said, they're around the same people. So it's he knew what he was doing. Exactly. Whether it was to get back at his ex, or you said, just to monetize off the storyline.
Yep.
He knows what he was doing, or they know what they're doing. So
of course.
So let's say, like, that's what you're kind of alluding to with your question. Like, if everything was perfect, would you do it? Like, I want to know, is there people, would you do that? Like, imagine, like, would you do, who here would do it? Yes or no? Like, would you, if you're, you know what I mean? If you're close to them or whatever, or is that just automatically off limits? Because the thing is, if they were in any way around each other to at least know each other's personality, you know, even if you're not interested, you're going to kind of know, it's like, oh, that person kind of dope. So it doesn't mean you have to.
I think it depends on the relationship between, like, the females, really, because Nigel said, "Don't you want your friend to be happy?"
Amen. That's another way.
So I don't know. I guess it comes down to what your boundaries are as an individual, and you know, whether you want to keep that person in your life or not. If like,
what does somebody else's life and happiness have to do with you? Really, at the end of the day, yes, that was your ex. You don't want him. Y'all ain't together. No, but okay, it would suck. It would be awkward. But like, when you know how fleeting happiness is, just having companionship get certain ages, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about, well, there's other people, but sometimes it's meeting people and even being in the space to kind of get to know. Sometimes that's difficult to do depending on your schedule. That's why, like, there's certain TV shows, everyone's dating each other because they're with each other all the time. You know, it's just it's a matter of putting them in the same cage. And that literally would be happening even at a celebrity level.
Yeah.
Right. You know? So
Nilo said, I'd be hot, but I'd get over it. But I'd be hot. Aisha said, I would and feel no ways, straight up. If we really friends, we go deal with it or move on. Tanya said, all my exes are up for grabs, ladies. Go for it. There you go. It seems like a lot of our viewers are saying, you know what? Do you?
Do you?
Yep.
Danny, what about you? What would you do? Would you do it for happiness and say,
no,
I don't know, you wouldn't do it? So,
especially if we're all in the same circle.
If I was married or had a man's and things didn't work out, and then you and dude realized,
nope.
Huh? Would you?
Nope.
Alrighty. She said nope.
Especially if we all hang out, we're all in the same circle.
Why?
It doesn't seem to be the case here. It doesn't seem to be the case here. So
I don't know.
You see a lot of that kind of thing. I don't know if this has happened to you. I don't know if this has happened to you guys, you know, growing up or when you were teenagers and stuff like that. But you see that a lot. At least I saw that a lot when I was like in high school and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's like a generational thing or what. But where there was like, you know, a group of friends or the same age group and, you know, people who kind of, or you heard stories of people who kind of went back and forth with each other within the same group. So
it's like, no one would plan for that to happen unless they were doing something foul before. And if they are, karma comes to get them same way.
Well, there you go.
But if it's legitimate, like, who doesn't want to be happy? Who doesn't want to find a partner? And here's the thing too, they know the beef and the drama it's going to cause, and they still are willing to do it. They must believe in whatever they're doing. So just, you know, man, just let people do their thing, man. Just let them, you know. That's how I think still.
Or they get married and then 6 months later they're not together.
Exactly.
I feel like for regular folk, you know what? You may be onto something. But these people who are on Housewives and stuff, like you said, it could just be all for a storyline. So I can't really watch
you gotta go marry that person.
This is legit, like, you know. But for regular folk, And I'm gonna say something. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw this. Remember, we were talking about J-Lo and A-Rod the other day. Did you guys see that she's back with Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Did you see that? Yes, I saw that. I think I saw it yesterday.
Yep. Didn't they go for vaccines together or something like that?
Does not.
I don't know, but I was like, yo, that was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't expecting that at all. I had like a little getaway at one of his properties and stuff. There's pictures of them holding hands and getting onto a jet and stuff. It's crazy.
That breakup was a little weird though. They had to get back. So that breakup was a little weird.
What did they call them again? What were they called? The couple.
J-Rod?
No, with Ben Affleck.
What did they call?
Was it Benjo or Lo? There was a funny couple name.
Yeah. Bennifer.
Bennifer?
I heard Bennifer. I know Bennifer was one.
I
know Bennifer was one.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, see?
Has it even been a month?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it's been a month since it came out.
Came through. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm still bathing in this Pearl Harbor money, baby. I got you."
Oh my goodness! But yeah, no, I was like, dang. So we'll see what happens with that.
Watch it just be for some movie.
Aisha said, "I think if it occurs with an ex, as in it's over, particularly it's open game."
Jesus, that's hunting season, eh? Boy.
So. We've all been in COVID for a year and a bit, so.
I'm still Benny from the block.
Oh my
easy there, Nilo. Easy.
Wow. Did you guys see the picture of Serena Williams, by the way?
Which one?
I thought that she was bleaching.
I thought she was pregnant.
Oh, okay, that.
Because last time she was pregnant, she looked the exact same way.
Really?
But then someone was a makeup artist or something.
We're gonna have to go pull that.
Was a makeup artist jacked her up?
Yeah, her makeup artist made her look Asian.
Why Asian? Why is Asian the description?
Did you Manokin?
Did you not see? Did you not see her face?
Man, they need to leave her be. I saw the picture. When I saw it, I was kind of like, okay, not her best look, but I was like, okay, she's doing her thing. It's Serena Williams. Got mad respect for her.
Well,
said it was bad makeup.
But you'd think that she didn't have to go to Sears to get her makeup done. Like, she's Serena Williams.
Lord. Be nice.
No, man.
Maybe she did. You know what?
Maybe they're like, we're going to do art on your face. You paid $100,000, and now she's a meme for the rest of ever.
Yeah.
Tanya said, I'm not participating in dragging a black woman. It's bad makeup. It's
not dragging Serena. We're dragging the makeup artist. The makeup artist should have known that.
I don't know who the makeup artist is. And I don't know. We've all had bad hair days or bad whatever days. And
yeah, but the thing is, this was for an ad.
Oh, what ad?
This was for an ad.
Things happen.
Interesting. Well, maybe when the ad comes out, we'll see. Maybe there's a need for it. Maybe we don't know. I guess.
A need for it.
No, in the ad, like whatever they're trying to portray. I don't know.
Do we know what the ad is for?
No.
No, it's some. I think too.
It was just lighting, and maybe someone edited the pictures, and maybe the pictures didn't even look like that to begin with.
But she put it.
It could be lighting. It could be editing.
She put it on her Instagram page.
Oh wow!
Maybe she liked it.
What she looked
like. Says some of the comments were cruel. They shamed her into deleting it already, or that's what Nilo said. Like I saw a glimpse of it, and I was like, "Oh, what happened?" I thought, and then kept moving. But then I kept seeing it. I was like, "Whoa!"
June said, but she posted it. Didn't she see what it looked like? But maybe she thought she looked fine, and that's okay.
Maybe. But yeah,
I'm sure there's been times I've probably been strutting my stuff down the street thinking, you know, everything's A1, and y'all see me like, girl.
Yeah, but I was telling you.
I wonder if Nigel is still here.
And people told her.
Is that? Listen, speaking of that, one time after I think we were in high school, and we went and got like cinnamon bun. And, you know, we're, high school feeling cool, ate our cinnamon bun, we're walking out, and I'm with Nigel. And back in the day, Westminster Mall had these pillars. Yeah, I was walking with the celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
There was these big mirror pillars that used to be in West Edmonton Mall. And I'm there, doing my thing, and I look, and how about I had a piece of cream cheese, like, right across my face. Did Nigel say anything? No, he didn't.
Oh, wow.
When I'm telling you how far I had to go to get to that mirror. So Nigel, you're such a
hanging.
I'm telling you, and somebody did that to Serena, apparently.
Nah, man,
Serena has a Nigel
around me who are gonna tell me like, yo, Kiki, you got something in your nose, there's something on your lip, you know what I mean? I need those kind of people around me. So Danny, you're pretty good for that though. Like if there's something in my hair or something, you'd be like,
yep.
Like, hey, thanks, girl. Thanks.
I make it my duty after being crushed and hurt by Nigel like that.
Oh my goodness.
So Tim, if you and Nigel hang out again and he had something on his face, would you tell him or would you just let him walk around the city?
Of course I'd tell him.
Maybe he already got back at him.
Maybe.
In some other way, right?
I'd tell him.
In some other way. He probably already got back at him in some other way. So he'll say that now because he already got his revenge.
Never.
Who knows? Right? Oh my goodness.
Wow. Well,
we need some good revenge stories.
Oh,
we need get some juice in here.
That might have to be a
discussion
night. Yes. Do we have one of those coming up, Danny?
We can do that next week.
Open discussion.
We can do it I was thinking, I don't know about you guys, but I was thinking of going on a break at the end of May for a bit.
Okay.
So we can have so we can do like the last two open discussions.
I'm cool with that. It'd be interesting to see.
Let's do it.
And hear what real Navy has to say.
Yep.
Cool. We'll do that.
Nilo said, if you don't tell me, you're not my friend.
Bam.
And Aisha said, word.
Same.
Bam.
Yep.
There you go. I agree with that. But okay, open discussion. Did you guys hear that? Open discussion. The next 2 is it next 2 weeks or last?
Yeah, next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks, guys. So get your topics, your questions, anything you'd like us to discuss ready to go.
Yes.
We'll stay ready as always.
Yep.
We'll stay ready. I'm kind of scared now. 1 week of open discussion is one thing, but 2 weeks back to back, especially if something gets left off, we'll just have to dive right back in because we won't have anything else to. Dang. It's okay.
Yeah, man. Really deal with some of this.
We'll face it head on.
We're gonna roast Nigel for a good hour.
That's right. Nigel the commoner.
Oh my gosh. No, that should be fun though. I'm looking forward to that. Open discussion.
Yes.
Yeah. And last time I know some people were having some issues coming on. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out.
Yes.
We got a couple people on the last time, right?
Sorry.
Tanya came on and
we
got a couple people.
That was good.
That was good. So and this time don't be shy, okay guys? We want to hear you. So
exactly.
We want to hear you, we want to see you, but if we can't see you, it's okay. I'll sit there at your room.
Trying to keep up with
it'd be nice
comments.
to hear your voices. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys can talk so much in the comments, but when it comes to coming online,
nah, man, that's not going to be everybody's thing. But it'll be fun when we do it.
Yes, exactly.
All we need is a few. All we need is a few, man.
Just need a few people to break the ice.
Yeah.
Especially if it's something that you've been really wanting to discuss.
Oh gosh.
The
It's
comfort
the airing
level
of
will already
grievances.
be
So this
there.
is Seinfeld.
Maybe Nigel can hop on and tell us why he doesn't like plantain.
There we go. And then we can roast him for the hour.
Peace, Nilo. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's tune in, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
Priya's not shy. Let's try though. You did.
All right.
Anyways.
Good night, guys.
Bye, guys.